Hey guys, it's me. This is my Web 2.0 webcast podcast. Sorry, Kyle, don't call me off for that. But I'm doing mine over Skype. So most people now know what Skype is, but to me it's kind of hitting pretty close to home on what I wanted to do my blogs about and stuff. Skype is just a thing on your computer that you're able to just make calls with. You can do call forwarding, you can do voicemails, text messaging, landline mobiles, anything. But the thing is, it doesn't cost anything if you have an account with them. So it's really easy to have a conversation with someone who has another Skype account in another country. I've had many Skype accounts with my family, my cousins in Peru, my family in Washington, my cousin in Washington that has it. She's not really tech savvy, but for some reason she has it. But, excuse me, besides that, there's so much that Skype can do. I mean, just think of it, text messaging through your computer to a person in another country. I've actually done that, and when they replied back, I was like, what in the world is going on? But Skype has revolutionized calling everywhere. We all thought, that back a while ago, phones were it. And then, they kind of got smaller. And then they didn't have the cord. And then, we got cell phones. We got mobile phones. They're the same size as the regular phones that we had, but they're able to be used anywhere. But now, we have our little cell phones, our iPhones, our, whatever phones that we have. But this is revolutionizing everything because it's integrating the internet, it's integrating computers, and it's integrating people with their communication to the other people they want to talk to through the computer. And I think that's awesome because AOL chat can do that, and so can some other things. But I really think Skype is really, really cool and really interesting because it's able to be used around the world. Because I tried to use AIM actually in Peru, and it wouldn't load to it. So there's a weird thing right there that the countries besides America are able to use Skype and able to talk to their loved ones or talk to whoever they want to as long as they have a Skype account. But the countries are key, especially when travel blogs are using, which is what I'm doing my blogs about and everything. But for travel blogs, it's really hard for people, especially if they're on a deadline. Because I've had one of the blogs I'm following, it's Following the Equator. He's always on the go. He's always on the road, and when he has a deadline, he works for the Travel Channel too. When he has a deadline, he goes through Skype and he talks through Skype for just informational purposes, to talk to his boss, to confirm things that are going on. But that's a really interesting thing that I thought tied into everything, especially with my blogs. But, we always think that America starts everything, and America starts the best programs, blah, 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 blah. Well, actually, Skype generated in Luxembourg, Germany, and that's where the technology is at right now. It's stationed in Luxembourg. When I saw, I couldn't even pronounce, the name for it. So, it's one of those things where I'm just like, seriously, the Germans came up with it? Really? But it baffles me still today that we can use Web 2.0 in everyday life and not even know it. Because Skype, I guarantee that Skype will be used more and more throughout the years for people to talk to. And I don't know if cell phones are going to die out or not, but if they do, I can see this happening. Or something like that on your phone that you can connect to. I don't know. Technology is just beyond everything right now. It's advancing in front of our eyes and we don't even know it. And when we try to catch up to it, we're not even there. I couldn't even think about using AIM or MSN Messenger in probably about 15-20 years, because I guarantee you the technology will increase by then, and I have a really good hunch that Skype will be around then. Because let's face it, some German people, they know how to make their technology, alright? They're not Japanese or anything. Not stereotyping anybody. But they have a great technology sense and base that they can do anything with. But it's really more about the communication that we can have with everybody else that we can't have, you know, again, I bring up AIM all the time. You can't have AOL Instant Messenger sometimes because your internet service will be bad, or there's a bad connection, or it's not good reception, da 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 da. We all know the thing. Well, the thing with Skype is too that it does base off the internet, but at the same time, like, it has better quality. I think it's better quality, honestly, because, like, I've had chats with my friends that are on campus here at Indiana Wesleyan University that they are just like 100 feet away, and we're just lazy and we don't want to talk to each other, so we AIM each other and we do the video chat, but the video quality sucks. And I talked to my family in Peru on Skype, and it's so much more clear on it. So I think that's the interesting part of this whole thing, is that, you know, this helps more and more people to be able to talk through their computer rather than the landline, because the landlines suck up all our money, let's face it. Like, to call Peru, my family wastes about $300 a month just on phone calls so they can call. But for Skype, you have this credit card kind of thing. You buy the credit, you put it in your account, and you use it unless the other person that you want to talk to has a login name. Then you can just talk to them for free. I find that amazing. And honestly, I just think it's revolutionary, and it has helped not only American society, but the world kind of get in touch with each other more than it has before. Well, guys, that's all I have again. I'm Glenda Rojas reporting for Digital Media.